All right, how we going, guys? Welcome to the live watch along. Naoya Inoue, Lewis Neri, and Jason Moloney and Yoshiki Takei. I'm just looking at the cards there just to get the winner of the last fight. So as Takei enters the ring at the moment. So it hasn't updated on box rec just yet. I think it has. So it was a unanimous decision to Inoue in that last fight anyway. So yeah, looks like that is. So all right. So Jason Moloney, Yoshiki Takei now 8-0 is Takei, and Jason Moloney is, I think it's 27-2. Yep, 27-2. So it should be a good fight. Not familiar with Takei. He is a former kickboxing champion. Only the 8 fights, but we'll give Jason a very, very tough fight tonight, no doubt. So already in the chat, we have Damien Rochester. How are you, mate? So excited for this one. Gladly paying the $50. Yep. Awesome, mate. All right. So, as I said, Takei going into the ring at the moment. Forgive me if I'm just a little bit unorganised. I've just done the talking boxing show, so from one to the other. Let's hope we get a few of the guys that are in talking boxing into this one. We had a few watching that one, so let's hope they skip over and watch this one. All right. So what are our predictions, guys? Do we know much about Takei, Yoshida Takei? He's been on, I think he was on what show was he on? He was on a previous card. Let me have a look. He was on a card it might have been the Nakatani card, I think. And it would have been Inoue as well. Where is he? Because if he's the one I'm thinking of, he was very impressive in that one. So his last fight, where's the event? Yes, that was on the Inoue to Parles card. Yep. Okay. Now I know exactly the one we're talking about, and he won by KO over Mario Diaz Maldonado. I think it was a body shot, I think, from memory, that put him down. So, what's that there? St Kilda Queen. All right, Jules, some impressive production in this one. Yep. All right, so Jimmy Lennon Jr. introducing Jason Moloney now. Obviously, the Hall of Fame commentator. And look at the classy, well, you can't see it if you're not watching it, the classy ring girls behind him. There's no G-strings or high heels and that sort of stuff. Very, very classy young ladies. It's the way it should be. All right, as Down Under plays on the loudspeakers, Jason Moloney, the Aussie, makes his way to the ring. I'm just going to move my screen there a bit. Oh, I can see the green screen a bit in the background there. Here he comes. There's Tony Tolge at the back holding the WBO belt. There's the big rig at the back with the Aussie flag. And, of course, Angelo Hyder, the trainer. And 55,000 people here, guys. It's a sellout at the Tokyo Dome. It's amazing to think when I first started working with Jason, he's fighting in front of about 500 people at the Malvern Town Hall in Melbourne, and here he is, 55,000 people. Just amazing. What do you got there, Anthony? I don't know anything really except one fight on the Tapales card. Yep. Let's hope he comes out to ACDC. Nah, it's Down Under, mate. I'd like to see him do there was a version I've seen just recently. There was a guy on YouTube, and he does his take on if a certain band played another band song. And I think it might have been a Metallica version of Down Under. Jeez, it was good. I'd love for him to come out to that version. It'd be pretty cool. They swapped announcers, thank God. Yeah, I couldn't hear the other one there, but of course Jimmy Leonard Jr.'s got to do the two main events. There's Ian Davenport again. Woohoo! I'll be doing that if Jason can get the win tonight, mate. Yeah. One thing I noticed about Jason as well yesterday at the Wayne was how healthy he looked. Normally, sometimes he gives Bob Arum a high five as he goes past. Because he used to fight at super bantamweight, so 122. And he always used to, not struggle, but it was like always a bit of a battle. Now he's making 118. And he looks so healthy, looks so full. He's not sunk. He didn't have the sunken in cheeks or the eyeballs hanging out of his head. He looked very, very healthy. And it's one thing about the boys you'll always notice. They always do things very, very professionally. Don't forget to like and subscribe, all that sort of stuff, guys. All right, so we're about to have both fighters introduced. Yeah, Jack, he looks really good. He does. All right, so we're about to have the national anthems. Was there a card just recently that I saw? I'm not sure. It might have been that Inoue Tapali's fight where I think they did the anthems for every single fight. I reckon we heard whoever's someone's anthem about 4 or 5 times during the telecast. There's the Aussie anthem. Always sends chills up the spine, doesn't it? Yeah, it's always great to see Aussies overseas with the Australian anthem playing. He's got the winning gloves on tonight. So what's he got in the corner? It looks like he's so Tony Nobbs is not there because of course he's probably back here in Australia looking after Andrew for next week. But it looks like the big rig from Perth and Tony Tolge is in there as well. He's probably the stool boy. Angelo as well, of course. So 3 in the corner, and they'd probably have not sure who they've got doing cuts. When they're in America, I think they normally have Stitch Duran, so I'm not sure who they've got this time. I'll keep. The Aussie guy, what's his name? I can't remember his name. Anyway, very well known Aussie cut man. All right, Bill. Would love to pay for this fight, but paying Cambosis makes it a bit much. My Mrs. Boss pulled the rank. Yeah, mine's a little bit the same, mate. How much money do you spend on these bloody fights? I'll just say, look, it's a business expense. We've got to do the show here. Got to do it for you guys. But yeah, you're right, Bill. It's not, especially with so many big fights, one after the other lately. So hopefully I can bring all the action to you anyway, Bill. I'll do my best. What's your ring walks on, Lyndon? Well, I remember when I was young, I used to come out to TNT by AC/DC, but if I was a fighter now, I reckon I'd come out to, there's probably 2 songs. I love Heat Seeker by AC/DC. I've always liked that one. But I also love, it's not really a real bang and crash type of song, but Rooster by Alice in Chains. I think that's a great song as well. So depends on what mood I'd be in, Jules. If I was a little bit more low key, it'd be Rooster by Alice in Chains, or if I was ready to go, I'd have Heat Seeker by AC/DC. Damien, the Japanese have to be the most respectable people on earth. Yeah, yep. They are. Yep, they certainly are, Damien. As I said before, I'd love to get over there and see their country. All right, so we're about to have the introductions. All right, so about 35 people watching, guys. That's cool. Make sure you like and subscribe. And we'll bring you all the action as we get started. Again, I still can't believe how far Jason and Andrew as well have come. Of course, Andrew fought the MGM Grand last year. From where they've come from. All right, so we've got Alice Johnson, the judge from America, Dr. Louis Moret from America, and I didn't miss that, Benoit, someone from Canada. So 2 American judges and a Canadian. And it looks like we've got an American judge. He's the one that does all the facial expressions, the bald one. I'll get his name in a minute. All right, so 12 rounds for the WBO World Bantamweight title. We need to start taking collection to fund these watch-alongs. Yeah, you might have to, mate. Or else the missus might put the foot down. All right, so Jason Moloney, age 33, reach 65, height 5'5", weight 117.5. Used to fight out of Croydon in Melbourne. Now, of course, up on the upper New South Wales coast. Second defence of his world title. And the nicest guy you'll ever meet, Jason. He really is, or both boys are. So there's Jason being introduced. Jason Mayhem Maloney. And it was great in Vegas when he won that world title last year, and to go to Vegas and see him getting mobbed by people, it was fantastic. So Jason Moloney introduced there. It's interesting that they've introduced the champion first. So I know it's in Japan, but still should have been the other way around. So Yoshiki Takei, 8-0, 8 KOs, 27 years of age, reach 68, height 5'7", and the same weight, 117.5. Yoshiki Takei. Number 5 challenger by the WBO. Definitely looks ready to go. Takei. Yep. I think I pronounced it Takei, but it's Takei. All right, this is it, guys. So we're about to go to center ring for the instructions. And then it's time to get it on. I love this referee. Steve Willis, that's his name. 18th world title fight tonight. He's the one that has all those weird and wonderful expressions that he gets when the guys are fighting. So a slight height advantage to Takei, but you can see that Jason looks a lot thicker across the body. It doesn't mean much, but Takei looks very calm. Yeah, he does. He does, mate. He looks very confident, no doubt about that. All right, here we go for round number 1. As the bell sounds. So Jason takes center ring. Takei southpaw. Looking to find the range. Looks very, very slick, does Takei. So it might take Jason a couple of rounds to find his rhythm here, I think. So Jason wearing black shorts or trunks. Takei wearing white trunks. And Takei just poking out the jab. Jason just finding his range. Doesn't look too concerned at the moment. What's that, Craig? Can't watch it at the pub or even the casino. That's a bit rough, isn't it? Well, I'll do my best to keep you updated here, mate. So the guys touch gloves. So Jason on the back foot here. Takei or Takei. Although he comes back to centering now. Takei poking out that jab. Jason looks pretty comfortable though, just taking his time. I mean, we're only, a minute into the fight, so very experienced campaigner, Jason, so he's in no rush. He wants to have a look at this guy. Takei, same thing. It looks, when he throws the right jab, he does tend to lift his jab up in the air, so maybe let's see if Jason can capitalise on that and counter him with the right hand. And Jason trying to move to his left to try and just get the advantage. It's a bit of a battle of the front feet at the moment, both trying to get the front foot over the opposition's front foot. And Takei gets warned for a low blow. The boys will sort of touch gloves to get on with the action. Jason pokes out the jab. So I haven't seen a meaningful punch landed yet. Both boys are feeling themselves out, although Takei comes forward and throws another low blow. That's 3 warnings in the first round. Okay, so we're only 2 minutes into the fight, and Takei's been warned 3 times for low blows, which technically should be a point off. All right, so again, both boys is probing the jabs. Takei's probably been a little busier so far. Jason's been content just to keep his distance, just get his range. Again, wants to have a good look at Takei. Nice little jab there from Takei. And Jason comes back with one that just sort of grazed the chin of Takei. G'day, Dexter. How you going there, mate? All right, so 20 seconds to go in round number 1. And look, it's been a really even round so far. Just Takei's probably been a little busier. Being the hometown fighter might just get it. Although, having said that, Jason is the champion. But Takei, he's changing angles with the jab as well, which no doubt would be a tactic to offset Jason. But look, I'm going to have to give that round to Takei barely. So I've got him 1 round to 0 there. Yeah, yep. So we'll call you Kingsman. Take a point. Yeah, well, normally three warnings there, Kingsman, and they take a point. So it shouldn't matter that it's only the first 2 minutes of the fight. It should be, well, you've been warned 3 times, and that's a point. The next one should definitely be a point. All right, ESPN's pound for pound rankings as we're in the middle of rounds there. Naoya Inoue number 2, Crawford number 1, Usyk 3, Alvarez 4, Bivol 5, Beterbiev 6, Davis 7, Stevenson 8, Fury 9, Bam Rodriguez number 10. So what do you think of that, guys? Not sure. Yeah, I suppose. You could probably change the order around a little bit, but all right, so as I said, guys, probably round number 1 to Takei. Very, very close round, though. I just thought he might have got the judge's attention a little bit more with the jabs, changing angles, a little bit busier. But not unusual for Jason to start slowly as we start round number 2. Total punches thrown in the first round. 6 from Jason Moloney, 10 from Takei. That's it. I'm sure they threw that more jabs than that. They must be power punches, I would say. But so the same start to round number 2. Jason center ring coming forward. Takei on the outside looking to land that jab. And now he backs Jason up. Very, very technical to start round number 2 from both guys. Jason starting to look for that right hand. But Takei, good lateral movement there from Takei. Sidestep Jason as he came in. So again, very much a feeling out round. You can see this is going to be a very technical fight. Takei skims the uppercut through there. Better round for Jason's coming forward, throwing more punches. Not really having success landing any at the moment as both boys tie up and clinch. Referee breaks them up. And Jason back to center ring. And we have a 4th warning for a low blow. And there's a point. There's the first point taken off Takei in round number 2, and he's already had a point taken off. So not the start that Takei would have wanted, I wouldn't have thought. He's got 10 rounds or 10 and a half rounds to go to try not to get disqualified. So Jason throwing that jab now. Just trying to close the gap. Uppercut and hook miss from Takei, and Jason comes back with a left hook that just grazes Takei's chin. All right, so we've got a minute to go. Takei lands that left hand there, just got through the guard. So a minute to go in round number 2. And a good left to the body by Takei. He's definitely got Jason's attention in his first round as he lands a couple of more there. And Jason just having a little bit of trouble at the moment with his speed. He's being countered a little bit. He's not landing a lot, Takei, but he's definitely offsetting Jason. And Jason's just struggling to get the rhythm at the moment. So, look, I would probably say it's another round for Takei, but with that point taken off, it'll be an even round. It'll be a 9-9 round. Jason throws a jab there. So 20 seconds to go. A little sneaky right from Jason. But Takei now on the attack as Jason clinches. All right, 10 to go. Left hand by Takei lands. And Jason probing the jab. He's just struggling to get close to him at the moment as Jason gets thrown to the canvas. So that's the end of round number 2. Dexter, yes, he has a twin brother, Andrew, who'll be fighting next week for the WBC interim super flyweight title on the Kambosos Lomachenko card. So look at the low blow there. Yeah, it was definitely on the belt line. Yep, it didn't really get him in the cup, but it was definitely on the belt line for sure. Jason will be able to box his way to victory, or does he want to put on a wall like his last one? I think he's going to need to make it dirty, Jules. I think he's going to have to get close and rough Takei up. I think if he boxes him from long range, this might be playing into Takei's hands. So I think you'll see as the fight goes on, you'll see Jason close the gap and work the body and slow him down, because 12 rounds is a long time when you've never been that distance before. Anthony at that point will play on his mind now. Advantage Mayhem, yeah. Peter, the point was taken off for the 4th warning for a low blow. That was his 4th in 2 rounds. All right, round number 3. And Jason starting a little bit faster this time. You can just see he's anxious to close that gap. Yeah, Peter, he does need to close the distance, mate, for sure. It'll come. When you punches in the last round, must be 6 of 26 and 16 of 26 for Takei. Okay, I didn't see that many land, but Aaron, yeah, it was. Look, it wasn't low in the point, the fact that it was like in his cup, but it was definitely below the belt line, so it was a point. Fourth warning. All right, so not a lot of action so far. Both balking and feinting a lot. Both looking for the other one to throw a punch so the other one can counter. You can see Jason using that jab to try and get close. I wouldn't mind. He's got a little bit of a tendency at the moment of he comes forward and jabs that when Takei returns, he does back up. I wouldn't mind seeing him just hold his ground and allow Takei come to him a little bit. So Jason misses a right and Takei lands a left on the gloves and gets warned for pushing there as Takei. Yep. It gets a verbal warning from the referee for hitting on the back of the head as well. So Jason, he's really looking to get close. You can see he's balking, feinting, he's moving left, he's moving right. He's trying to do anything he can to get close to Takei. But Takei at this stage has got the answers with some slick punches. Pretty much straight punches though. And he hasn't really gone to the body this round. So I've got a feeling maybe his corner has said, well, let's just concentrate on the head for a few rounds because if we don't, we're going to be disqualified by round number 4. And I think, well, that was very, very close. Jason did point down below, but the referee didn't call it. And the fight, very, very fast pace so far. Jason coming forward, he's putting the pressure on, but so far, Takei, good lateral movement, good pivots off to the side, and just using the jab to keep Jason off. So we've got 45 seconds to go in round number 3. Yeah, Dexter is struggling against the southpaw at this stage, but nothing new. Not just being a southpaw, he's slick, he's fast. And he lands a left to the body, right hook, and then a straight left hand did Takei. And I think he's had the better of this round so far as well. Jason just struggling with the speed of Takei at the moment. He's trying to poke out that jab, but he's not. He's a little bit stationary, Jason. He's not coming in as he jabs. He's standing still. I wouldn't mind seeing him come in behind the jab. End of round 3. A little bit early for that, Kyle. Come on, mate. Have a bit of faith in the Aussie. Takei looks strong. Yeah, he does. No doubt about it. He definitely looks strong. He looks pretty slick. But look, this is sometimes the case in a 12-round fight. You even look at yesterday, Munguia looked $1 million for the first round, and all it took was that one shot to slow him down and get the fight back on Canelo's terms. So while I've got Takei winning the first 3 rounds, point deduction makes him 2 points in front. So not insurmountable, but I like to see Jason. He's just jabbing but standing still as he jabs, and which makes it easy for Takei to move in and out. I would like to see Jason come in behind the jab and then really either dig to the body or try and rough him up inside. But a little bit early to say Jason's going to get KO, mate. As I said, have a bit of faith. What's that there, Peter? What about closing distance? Hang on, fight dirty and use the uppercut. That's what he needs to do, Peter. He needs to get in the trenches here. Is Jason going to keep pointing out any low hits to the ref, you think? Well, yeah. All right, round number 4. Yeah. He does, Dexter. He's a slow starter, but sure he'll get going at some stage. All right, 36% of Takei's punches have landed, 20% of Jason. So it's been a dominant performance so far from Taki, but let's see if Jason can get back on track as the sting goes out of the fight. But so far, he's just having all sorts of trouble getting anywhere near Takei, or Taki. I'll call him Taki. Yeah, good point there, Peter. He does need to cut the ring off. He's following Taki around the ring a bit too much at the moment as he wears a left hand coming in, and he puts Taki down, but it is a slip. And rather than Jason at this stage he's coming in from the sides. I wouldn't mind seeing him come a little bit more down the middle. He seems to be attacking from a 45-degree angle, if that makes sense. I wouldn't mind seeing him try and come down the middle or cut that ring off a little bit more. He seems to be following Takei around the ring a little bit at the moment. So round number 4, Jason coming forward. He's trying to poke that jab to get some range, but Takei's just got all the answers at the moment. And Jason goes down there, and it is a slip. Just lost his balance coming in. But Takei, yeah, again, looks very, very slick so far, and he backs Jason. That ring looks very slippery at the moment. Jason slipped again there in his own corner, actually. So is that the big rig in the corner wipes the ring? But at the moment, he's trying to come forward and being picked off. But then when Takei comes forward, he's backing up. I think he really needs to say, all right, well, I'm going to take center ring. If Takei starts to come at me, we're going to meet head on in the center of the ring. Because at the moment, Takei's just dictating the fight. And Jason, he's still probing the jab out, but he's getting tagged with counters at the moment. Takes an uppercut, but lands a right hand. Takei throws a 5-punch combination there and another 2. Not really landing there, but still getting the judge's attention. I'm not sure if Jason might be a little bit hurt here because he comes back with a nice jab and slips again. All right, 30 seconds to go in round number 4. And another good round to Takei as he backs Jason up. The thing is, at the moment, he's taking some shots, but not any big shots. I don't think he's been rocked or hurt or anything, but he is taking shots and losing the rounds. But he needs to do something soon or else he's going to be way behind and it's going to be a tough way back. Does land a right hand there. You can see he's starting to get a little bit close now and he's starting to come forward. He's not allowing himself to be backed up here as we end round number 4. Better round for Jason, but I'm going to give that round to Takei as well. So, yeah, Jules, only round 3 or round 4 now. What's that there? Hang on. Reading between the lines sounds like he needs to land something to respect. He does. He needs to get close, Anthony. He's just, at the moment, he's following Takei around the ring. When he's coming forward, he's not really having success. When Takei comes forward, he's moving back. So he's not really doing anything to get Takei to engage with him. So that's what I need. He needs to get in tight and start making it a dirty fight if he's going to get back into it. And not a bad point there, Peter. He's showing him a little bit too much respect at this stage. Sounds like Takei setting up a lure. I don't think so, Aaron. He's got the probing jab out. He's waiting for Jason to come in. He's trying to throw a left hand and the right hook, but it's not like he's landing any big shots, but he's landing consistently. Every time Jason comes in, he seems to tag him. So round number 5, let's see if Jason can just change the direction of the fight here so far. I've got him 3 points behind. Yeah, Dexter is 8-0 with 8 KOs. Yep, good point there, Peter. He needs to get in close and start. I mean, it's easy to say it from out here, by the way. I'm not the one with with 2 lightning quick hands coming at me, but he needs to do something or else it's going to be 12 rounds of the same thing at the moment. Because Takei now takes center ring and Jason backs up. So I'm not sure. I thought he might have been cut there for a minute, but it looks like he's okay. Takei gets warned for pulling down the head. If you remember back to when Jason fought Emmanuel Rodriguez, he pretty much dropped the first 6 rounds and then come home like an absolute freight train and lost a very, very close decision. And a similar thing, he was carved up early by the speed and movement of Rodriguez. This is a little bit the same as Takei here. And I just think he needs to get Takei out of his comfort zone a little bit. And again, I know it's easy said sitting here, but it's the only thing I can see at the moment. He needs to get close, and at the moment he's just allowing Takei to keep the distance. Does throw a lunging jab there and got countered with a left hand. Yeah, Dex, he's having a bit of trouble with that speed and pressure. He's not, Takei's just coming forward, but Jason's not really, that was another low blow there. Jason didn't acknowledge it this time, but Takei now backs up. Jason's coming forward, but only throwing jabs. Takei just seems to have just that, the lateral movement. And he's not cutting him off. He's following him around the ring, which is making it a lot easier for Takei at the moment. Jason lands a jab there. Better round from Jason, as we've got 50 seconds to go in round number 5. But still, I just don't think he's doing enough at this stage. I just don't want to see him wait until the 6th, 7th round. And it might be a bit late then, because Takei, just, as I said, I keep saying it, has just got all the answers at the moment. Not doing anything super flash, but he's doing everything really well. He's using good movement to the left and to the right. He's got good crisp punches. It's more straight punches. He's countering Jason as he comes in, and Jason's just having trouble just getting his range. Jason does land a right hand there, but Takei moves off to the side. What's that? 5 seconds to go around number 5. Uppercut left hand from Takei at the bell. So better round from Jason, but look, you've probably got to give that round to Takei as well. He just hasn't really been able to get close enough to do any damage at the moment. What's that there, Bill? Round 6 onwards, Jason will be all work rate, 4 punches to 1 when he needs to. How are the nerves? How are you feeling about the first few rounds? Not great so far, Jules. I think he's lost all 5 rounds. I was watching the replay there. He wore a beautiful left hand there. He did have the point deducted, so I've still got him by 4 points, mate. So, Peter, Jason probably have the best fighters in the world pound for pound. Oh, sorry, Japan. Yeah, you'd be pretty close to it there, mate. Hey, Rhett, how you going there, mate? What do you want to see from Jason here in order to win? Well, he needs to close it up, Rhett. He needs to close the gap, and he needs to cut the ring off. At the moment, he's following Takei around the ring, which is almost makes it impossible to get close. He's just pivoting off to the side or stepping around. Jason needs to cut the ring off for starters and try and get close. Again, I know it's easy to say he needs to get in and rip in, but what is it, round number 6? But in order to close the gap, he needs to cut the ring off, and so far he's just not doing it. Rhett? Yep. I think it's not like it looks limited, Kyle. I just think Takei is fighting a very good fight at the moment. He's just exposing Jason's probably, what do you call them, flaws. He's not the fastest guy on his feet and with his hands, and his strength is to get in close and use his power and his strength, and so far he just hasn't had the chance to do it. Can't hear what he's saying. Sorry, Anthony. I've got the volume pretty much down. But we're 30 seconds into round number 6. And same old, same old. Takei looked very comfortable. Jason did land a jab there. But again, he's coming in and being countered as he comes in. He's just got really good range and angles and speed, does Takei. And he's just, as I said, he's just probably looked at the areas where he can expose Jason, and he's done it so well. As I said, the slick footwork. He's not standing and trading with Jason. He punches and moves to the left or to the right, and he's just kept Jason guessing the whole fight so far. Look, Jason's coming forward. He's throwing the jab, but he needs to do more. We are at the point now where he needs to take some chances. And I know that's easier said than done again when you're fighting a guy that's got 8 KOs in 8 fights. As he has Jason in a headlock there. Yeah. Let's hope so there, mate. He can pick it up. He needs to. Better round he is, but he's still following Takei around the ring. A minute to go in round number 6. Better round. As he follows Takei again. And he's got Takei just sort of in the corner there. This is where he needs to keep him. Instead, he sort of backs out and lets Takei out of the corner and gets countered. So, and the Japanese fighters, they do it so well of just keeping the distance. Oh, there's a left and a right from Jason. Good punches. Not sure it's going to be enough to win the round. He does dig to the body there. For the first time, he's close enough to dig to the body. So he has Takei on the ropes. He's got one arm free and continues to punch. So he does, yeah, he lands just a left hook that grazes off the chin. And there's a right and a left. Look, I think 5 seconds to go. Oh, I'm not sure whether he got caught there. Look, I was about to say that is a Jason Moloney round, but I'll just have to look at the replay and see whether he got Staggered by a right hook right on the bell. Yeah, it looks a bit that way at the moment, Peter. Yep, Angelo yelling at Jason to throw the right hand to the body. Well, he needs. There's another low blow there. Yeah, that's what I said, Peter. He's had him in the corner a couple. He did. He had him in the corner a couple of times, but just didn't take advantage of it and allowed Takei just to get out of there. Look, I'm going to give that round to Jason because the replay I saw there, I thought it was a right hook that buckled the knees of Jason, but I didn't see anything in the replay there. So based on that, so far total punches, Takei's landed 90 of 264. Jason's landed 46 of 178, 26% to 34%. And only 7 body punches so far from Jason, 32 landed from Takei. Look, I did give Jason the last round, so what's that, 5 rounds to 1 as we go into round number 7. Let's see if Jason can pick it up a little bit here. Better round, a lot better round that last one. All right, so things are just starting to close up a little bit here as far as the gap goes. Jason's getting a little bit more success. He's landing that jab now. But being in around number 7, because he's won that last round, plus he had the point taken off. So it's not as bad as what we might have thought. It's 5 rounds to 1. So I've got him down by 3 points at the moment. So it's definitely still a winnable fight. And he is starting to land the jab, but I want to see some hard power punches after it. Use that jab to maybe get inside and then really rip inside. Rather than use a jab just to get close and allow Takei to clinch, I'd like to see him just start to rough Takei up a little bit. Takei still that same thing. He moves to the left, moves to the right, keeps offsetting Jason. Good jab by Jason there. And Jason's working really hard to get inside. The problem is he's doing it from center ring, which just allows Takei just to pretty much do what he wants with his feet. Takei he's starting to show some signs of slowing down though. He's round number 7. He's never been 12 rounds before, where Jason has numerous times. So, and that was another low blow there that wasn't called. But just Jason, he's just throwing that jab from too far away at the moment. And then he steps back and allows Takei to counter him on the way out. Oh, exchange. Well, both missed right hands there. Or Jason missed the right, Takei missed the left. So 45 seconds to go in round number 7. Takei lands an uppercut. And Jason gets warned for pushing Takei down. So we've got a timeout here. I'm not sure. So Jason getting warned for pulling him down. Not quite sure it's Jason's fault. Takei really just let himself go down. But anyway, it's his first warning. Does land a jab, does Takei. Missed the left hand as the boys wrestle now. Look, strangely enough, I don't mind seeing this wrestling because it means that Jason's getting in close and starting to wear him down a little bit. And Takei, make no mistake, he has slowed down a little. The problem is Jason just is still following me around the ring and not cutting him off. So that's, well, the bell went early there. We had 7 seconds to go, but they have run the bell. It's another round for Takei for me. Yeah, Peter, he is slowing down. The problem is in that round especially, Jason just didn't take advantage of it. I thought he might, the last round, we might have been seeing Jason really close it up, but he just allowed Takei just to win the round without really doing much at all. G'day, Tommy. Worked very hard that round. Looks like he's not going to die wondering. That was the last round, of course, but yeah, it needs to push him to the corner. Well, yeah, I just want to see something. He's trying his hardest. He's doing everything he can to get close. But as I said, I mean, it's just from looking out here, he's throwing the jab from too far away. And when he does actually land the jab, he's just not using the jab to get himself close. and he throws a jab, takes a step back, and then Takei's gone. Or Takei's, I'll get his name right at some stage. Takei's gone. Jason only won the one round. Yeah, I think so too, Peter. So round number 8. And Takei is taken center ring. Jason on the out. Oh! Throws a 1-2 and rocks Takei. Buckled the knees of Takei. Let's see if he can take advantage of that. Just a brilliant 1-2 counter. And looked like he was actually going to go down for a second there. Let's see if Jason can capitalise on it. Let's see if Jason can pick it up. 1 minute into round number 8. And Takei, strange enough, is now putting the pace to Jason, who I'm not sure why he then decides to back up and try and box. I would have thought he would have welcomed that from Takei, and that's what Jason needs. He needs Takei to pretty much take him on in center ring. Oh, hang on. So Takei is another time out there. What's he left? The old forgot my mouth guard trick. Yep, he didn't have his mouth guard in. And just quickly on that, I think if that's the case in a round and you haven't got a mouth guard in or it falls out, it's fight on. I hate when they use the mouth guard as a ploy. Now, Takei slips in his own corner. I think if you forget your mouth guard or it gets knocked out or it falls out, fight on until the end of the round. I just hate that. It's cost so many fighters knockout wins. All right, so minute 15 and round number 8. Good jab from Jason. Definitely winning this round so far. And Takei just looks a little unsteady on his feet at the moment. But Jason needs to pick it up. He's allowing Takei now to come forward. And as I said, I'd love for Jason just to say, okay, when you decide to come forward, I'm going to stand right there and we're going to sort this out. Because he just has this habit at the moment of when Takei is coming forward, Jason then decides to back up. He has landed a few good jabs this round, though. And Takei does land a left hand there. All right, guys. So we've got 35 seconds to go in round number 8. Better round from Jason. I think he's won this so far. As now he starts to get dirty, but he just lets Takei out of the corner. Takei definitely starting to feel the pace. I've got a feeling Jason might be cut on that right eye, but doesn't look like it's anything serious. I can't really see there. But 10 seconds to go, round number 8. Good round from Jason. He's really starting to land that left, but he needs to follow it up with some other punches if he's going to have a chance at winning this fight. Good round. Better round from Jason. So I've given him that round. So he is bleeding from the nose as well. And I'm just trying to get a look at the eye. No, I think might just be marked. All right, so 6 rounds to 2 in favour of Takei, but he has had the point deduction. That makes it 3 points in Takei's favour, in my opinion. Peter says, Jason definitely hurt him, and I don't think he's recovered. He did look a bit unsteady on his feet there, didn't he? Jack, can't forget about the point taken either. Definitely keeps Jason in the fight. Yeah, well, what have we got? 4 rounds to go, Jack, and 3 points I've got Takei winning by. So... And don't forget, guys, they aren't Japanese judges. There are 2 Americans and a Canadian. So we're not really that stressed about getting ripped off by a hometown decision. And there has been a couple of closest rounds, but for me, 6 rounds to 2. But with that point deduction, 3 points in favour of Takei at the moment for me. I'm sorry if I've missed any of your comments there, guys. All right, round number 9. All right. And look, Jason looks like he's up and about to start the round. Takei, this looks like he's slowed down a bit. Can he withstand the pressure for the last 4 rounds? This is where I want to see Jason really start to put the pressure on, cut him off, make him fight. Because he does look a little bit fatigued at the moment, does Takei. And Jason's starting to land the jab and have a lot more success with it. The problem is there's not really a lot coming after it. Nice lead right hand there from Jason. And Takei comes back with a left. I think it was an uppercut or a hook that landed. All right, so he gets warned for pushing now, does Takei. Yeah, he's definitely getting tired there, mate. He needs to push the pace. I agree there, Peter. Look, Takei is definitely feeling the pace here. But Jason, what do we got there? So punches landed. Jason 73, Takei 125. But that really doesn't count for a lot because he could have landed a heap in one round and not many in the others. All right, so Jason, he's landed a couple there, but Takei did land a stiff jab in return there. Oh, another right hand from Jason. Although, what's happened there? I'm not sure. Was it a head clash? It looked like he'd been hit with a right hand. All right, well, just over halfway into round number 9. And another not bad round for Jason so far. And Takei really feeling the pace, I can tell you. And this is where I said Jason needs to pick it up. He needs to at least break even in the next couple of rounds to give himself a chance, and then maybe come home in the last couple to get him out of there, because Takei is definitely feeling the pace at the moment. Jason just can't land that big shot. And he's just getting countered a little bit coming in, sort of rushing. But nothing wrong with that. He needs to take some risks. All right, so 40 seconds to go in round number 9. Pretty even round so far. Both have landed shots. Let's see who can get the ascendancy in the last 30 seconds. 1-2 from Takei. Another 1-2. And Jason now just starting to look a little bit fatigued. Looks a little bit gassed from chasing him around the ring all night. Jab from Jason. I just think Takei looks vulnerable to a right hand as he comes out of, when he gets inside, he comes out. He does leave himself a little bit open. So as we come to the end of round 9, Takei lands a right uppercut at the bell. And I think that might have just been enough to get him the round. Kyle, Maloney's worse than Wilson. Listen to your corner. Yeah, Angelo wouldn't be impressed at the moment. Takei is in trouble. You can feel that he's going to catch him. Well, let's hope so. Usually like referee Steve Willis, but do you think he's doing too much? And yeah, I think he's inserted himself a bit too much there, Victor. Look, there's obviously been a need to get in there a couple of times, and there was actually a bad head clash there, by the way. But yeah, a few little bits and pieces. He probably could have let go, Victor. It's not the amateurs. This is the pros. I think he has got him involved a little bit too much so far, mate. So round number 10, I've got it 8 rounds to 2. Sorry, 7 rounds to 2. So up by 4 points at the moment. Yeah, Peter, I agree, mate. All right, guys, there's about 60 of you watching at the moment, so make sure you like the stream. Apparently it does good things for us. Oh, hang on. Jason's still got the towel wrapped around his neck there. I don't think so, mate. I think so far he's got a bit of work to do. All right. So round number 10. As I said, I've got Takei winning 7 rounds to 2 so far. But the fight's there. He might necessarily be in a position to win on points, but Takei definitely feeling the effects of the fight so far. And Jason's landing the jab. There's just not much coming after it. Maybe you could try something like balk the jab and then throw a right hand or something, just something to break it up a little bit. Now, it looks like, I'm not sure Takei is actually bleeding a little bit there. No, that might have been from the head clash. And Jason now backing up just a little bit, and Takei, I should say. I've pronounced his name about 20 different ways tonight, so apologies for that. We'll call him Takei. It is a big ring there, Robbie, which obviously suits Takei as well. He's the Ray Chamberlain of Res. All right, so Takei just backing Jason up here. That's the thing. Jason is having success with his jab, but he's just allowing Takei just to be dictating the pace of the fight and allowing him to use that big ring. And he's used it well, I will say. He's used it very well. Yeah, he's lunging with the jab now, and so just over a minute to go in round number 10. And unfortunately, I think this is another round for Takei. Jason, his work rate. Look, he's shuffling up to Takei, but just not throwing enough punches at the moment. And he's sort of fighting like it's the first or second round. And again, I know it's easy from out here. Takei looks razor sharp, but he also looks like he's fatigued. And he's definitely having the better of this round so far. Not landing a heap, but definitely throwing a lot more, backing Jason up. 35 seconds to go, round number 10. But we're at the point now where Jason's going to need a knockout and he needs to take some chances. It's as simple as that. And there's a left hand landed by Takei. It wasn't a big shot, but just enough. Jason misses a hook. 10 seconds to go. And it's been a good round for Takei. Takei? Yep. All right, so another round for Takei. That's 8 rounds to 2. That puts him 5 points in front, unfortunately. Peter, Takei's round. He's just too good for Jason. Well, unfortunately, mate, no matter how we break it down so far, mate, yep, he has been too good. Look, I've said it a few times during the fight, but what he's done well, Takei, is he's exploited Jason's deficiencies. Jason's not the fastest guy, as I said earlier, with his hands or feet. He needs to get close so he can use his strength and his power. And Takei just has not allowed him to get anywhere near him tonight. And when he has got in, he's had good footwork to get to the side, or he clinches, and he's fought a very, very good fight so far. Credit to Takei so far. Let's hope Jason can pull something out in the last couple of rounds. But so I thought in the last 2 rounds he'd gotten to the point where he was close enough to do some damage, but the last 2 rounds he's allowed Takei to really pretty much dominate the round. So total body punches, Jason's landed 11 of 93. Takei's landed 54 of 153. So 35% for Takei and only 12% for Jason. So round number 11, the championship rounds. And Jason's going to really need to pull something out here. And again, full credit to Takei so far. He's fought a great fight. But let's see if he can withstand Jason Moloney in the last 2 rounds. And again, Takei backing Jason up. I'm not sure why Jason's on the back foot. When he comes forward, he's not really doing a lot. And when he backs up, he's being dictated. So he came in with a 1-2 there, but it took a right uppercut counter. Just a sneaky little one. Wasn't a big shot, but just enough to get his attention. And again, Takei takes center ring, and look, he's pretty much just doing what he wants at the moment. Unfortunately, Jason just hasn't had the answers. We know Jason's definitely got the fitness and the hardness to finish strong, but Takei, to his credit, has just been able to answer everything Jason's had tonight. And a nice 1-2 from Takei there. Taki. And it looks like he's got a spring in his step now, Taki. And Jason again just searching for answers here. So just under a minute to go in round number 11. And so far another good round for Takei. So unfortunately, guys, the way we're heading, we might not have a male world champion after this. We did have, 3 or 4 a few weeks back. What was it? Jai, Tim, Jason. 20 seconds to go, round number 11, and another good round by Takei. I think he's done more than enough to win round number 11. 10 seconds. Another low blow. No, he didn't score it. Okay, did look a little bit low. Steve Willis did call a halt. That's the end of round number 11, and unfortunately, another round for Takei. I think he's got won it 9 rounds to 2 so far, which puts him 6 points in front for me. What's that, Peter? The trend for fighters is the footwork is king, and those that don't adapt get beaten. Look at Opatai. Yep. We need to set up a full-time gyms in Canberra like they do in Japan. They all fight the same way with speed and movement. Our fighters are way too slow. Yeah, I don't think they're all too slow, but yeah, you're right about the Japanese, mate. They all do fight sort of the same way. They're all from they love to keep the distance, on the toes, razor sharp reflexes, razor sharp punches, power. So Jason looking a little bit weary in the corner. 1 round to go. You can see Angela. I can't hear what he's saying, but imploring him. I'm gathering just to leave it all out there in the ring. And this could be the last 3 minutes of Jason's reign, unfortunately, as the boys hug it out and we enter round number 12. Let's see if Jason can pull it out of the fire. But so far, it's been one-way traffic, unfortunately. And Takei fighting, even though it's only 30 seconds in, fighting like a winner at this stage. He looks full of confidence. Starting to pour it on a little bit now. Jason does throw the right hand. It just sort of landed on the top of the head. And Jason, again, he does land a jab there. But Takei, just brilliant footwork tonight. And being able to keep his range. It's been a really good performance by Takei, who looks like a very, very good fighter. Very good fighter. Lands the jab, another and a left. Jason misses a left hook and a right uppercut. Yep, they do kill you with speed, Peter, and that's exactly what's happened tonight. A little bit like Junto Nakatani against Andrew Maloney as well. And Andrew's actually quite a fast fighter, but these Japanese is lightning quick, razor sharp. All fit, all strong. Just good fighters. And Takei looks like we're just over halfway through the round. Jason lands a good right hand. Then all of a sudden, Takei, he's holding on. He looks completely gassed all of a sudden. And Jason's trying to get loose of his clinch. Did he punch himself out in the first minute? He's holding on for dear life now, and Jason's landing. 1 minute to go. Can Jason pull it out? Takei holding on for dear life, and Jason's landing shots. He looks completely exhausted now, Takei. And Jason's going for it. Can he get him out of there? 45 seconds to go. Big shots being thrown by Jason. He's doing everything he can to get him out of there. And Takei looks absolutely exhausted. He's too exhausted to even grab hold of Jason. And Jason lands a right uppercut, a left hook. Takei tries to fight back. And Jason just wings it. Right hand rocks Takei. 25 to go. One last crack. Left hook. Another left hook. Can he get the job done? 10 seconds to go. Jason is swinging from the fences. Takei absolutely gone. Has nothing left. Can he hold on? Looks like he's going to hold on now. And that is the fight. Big round for Jason Moloney in the last round, but unfortunately I think Takei's done enough. Geez, where was that a couple of rounds earlier? Full credit to both guys. Takei fought a brilliant fight. Jason full of heart. Put it all on the line and almost had him out of there in round number 12. And Takei slumped in the corner at the moment, completely exhausted. Yeah, completely gassed. Peter, Jason has been a worry, but if he's made his money, retire and enjoy it. Yeah, I think he's still got a fair bit left in him there, Peter. It's not like he's taken a lot of punishment. And there's some good money fights out there for him. He's still a name in the division. Wasn't his night tonight, but Takei fought just an excellent fight. He really did. He fought a really smart, well-disciplined fight. Always had Jason reaching. Always had him wrong-footed, and just fought a very, very good fight. So full credit to Takei. He deserves his win, if that is the case. But full credit to our man as well, Jason. He fought his heart out, and that's all you can do. That's all you can do. And if Takei does win the belt, I'm sure Jason will be the first one to congratulate him. And yeah, and it is what it is, as they say. Tommy, damn, it's easy to say for me here, but just a little too late. Yeah. Yeah, Takei was just surviving at the end. Yeah, he was hanging on for dear life, no doubt about that. He was gone. Another 30 seconds, who knows? But it seemed like he was full of confidence halfway through the round and sort of coasting along to win the round. And all of a sudden, he just stopped, and Jason landed a couple, and it was like with a click of the fingers, he was gone. But look, again, credit to him. He fought a great fight. Full credit to Jason as well. He didn't give up his title without a fight. And the new champion. So Takei wins the belt. What's that, Kyle? Don't know why people are so high on Jason. Goodman will put Jason to sleep, although I will give Jason this to put me to sleep tonight. Kyle, I think that's a pretty piss poor comment, to be honest, mate. Pretty naive comment, to be honest. People are so high on Jason. He's a world champion, mate. WBO world champion. Goodman has done nowhere near anything like that. So times like this, mate, have a bit of respect for not just Jason, but any champion, mate. For someone that's probably never been in the ring, mate, pretty ordinary comment. Goodman wouldn't beat Jason or any Japanese night, no. And Goodman's never fought anyone near this caliber. Didn't hear the scorecards there, Kingsman. I don't know what happened there. They just said he was the winner. So I'll get the decision as we go. See when it comes up on the cards. So they haven't updated it yet, I don't think. Probably a little bit too soon, but I will get the scores as we go. What's that, Tommy? Jace has been fighting very high level opponents for a long time now. He does. Yep, he has. Yep. Yeah, it wasn't the greatest fight, Daniel, but, you know, sometimes you get that. You had one fighter trying to chase the other one down, the other one keeping the range, but I thought it was a good technical fight, but Kingsman, there's levels to boxing, and although he didn't win tonight, Jason would walk through Goodman. Yeah, well, we don't really know about Goodman, though, do we, Kingsman? Because he's never been in with anyone remotely resembling, in my opinion, a world-class fighter. He's got, looks like, all the talent in the world. He got the job done in his last fight, and that's great. But you don't know until you're in there with these guys. I mean, Jason's been in there with Rodriguez, Inoue, Sanchez, who was the one he beat last year? Astrolobio. So he's been there with some great fighters, or very, very good fighters, Jason, and he's proven he's at the level. Sam Goodman, just so far, I hope he gets his shot. But I've got to be honest, if he fights in a way, it's not going to end too well, I wouldn't have thought, for Sam Goodman. So, Peter, I want to see Jason safe and enjoying his family and his life. Yeah, look, I'm with you there, Peter. And if he was taking a lot of punishment, I'd probably agree. He's 32, 33 now. So I'd probably agree with you on that front. But look, tonight, it wasn't like he was bashed up or smacked around. Yeah, he was outpointed. But a little bit different to, obviously, Andrew last year, I would have thought. But in this instance here, look, as I said, if he's not getting knocked around and there's big fights still out there for him, who knows, he might get invited back to Japan to fight the other Inoue or someone else. But yeah, look, I just think, you're in it for a long time. He's finally at the stage where he's making good money. So why not, stay in it for as long as he can, as long as he's not getting lots of punishment. What's that? Jules, 116, 111. Okay, was that all three judges, was it? So what's that make it? I think I had it 3 rounds to 9. So I would have had it 116, 111. Oh, yeah, there you go. There you go. Exactly the same card as that. What's that there, mate? Fair play to Jason. Can't win them all, but he has given us some great fights, and that last round showed that another night the result could have been different. Yeah, exactly, mate. Peter, exactly right, Lynn. With all respect to Goodman, he hasn't really beaten world-class fights. Well, he hasn't. He's been well managed so far, Peter, has Sam Goodman, but until we fight him someone at the level, we just don't know what he's got to offer. And I think whatever it was said before that Goodman had walked through Jason, Goodman, I mean, you know, he's not the biggest puncher in the world, and Jason's got a chin of steel. He's showing that, so I'm not sure where Goodman had walked through Jason comes from. Anyway, Jules thought the commentary from Tim Bradley was a bit disrespectful towards Jason. Okay, mate, well, I'll watch it back later and see what he had to say, but yeah, Tim Bradley's not my most favourite commentator, Jules. Let me just say that. All right, Tommy. Jace had great moments tonight and showed he's a worthy world champion. Unfortunately, just few and far between on the night. Yeah, no, you're right, Tommy. And look, you break it down. Look, you got to be a realist about the whole thing. And tonight, Takei was just far too good. You know, it is what it is. You know, Jason tried his heart out. He didn't want to give his belt up, but Takei just too good tonight there, mate. That's all there is. But as I said, there might be fights with the other Inoue. Who knows? Nakatani still might want a piece of him. There's still fights out there for Jason, and he is well known in Japan, so he might get another big fight. But my main thing is, as long as he comes out unscathed and healthy, then keep fighting. Because apart from the Inoue fight, he's never really been busted up by anyone. So yeah, so I think he's still got a little bit left in him there. Whoever was it, Peter? But look, if you decide to retire, hey, I'd be the first one to clap my hands because it's a tough sport, mate. Bill, respect to Taki from your commentary. Didn't have to fight the last round, but came to fight. Yep. Instead of keeping distance, Jason was done well. Fight another day. Respect. Yeah. Well, really bad tactics from Takei, to be honest, there, Bill, because he would have known he was well in front. So I don't know why he tried to come out. It reminded me. I'll tell you what, it reminded me a little bit of. From a long time ago was Julio Cesar Chavez and Meldrick Taylor. Meldrick Taylor way ahead on points, came out and actually tried to take Chavez out in the last round and got himself knocked out. That almost was the case there. Then Jason, of course, couldn't get the job done, but sort of reminded me that there. He come out and tried to actually outpunch Jason in the last round and almost got himself knocked out. So, but yeah, you never know. What's that there, mate? We'll keep going up. Neri have a shot. To answer your question, one word, no. I don't think he's got a shot there, mate. Jason Earl Hart, a true Australian champion. He is, mate. And he loves Australia. He fights proudly for Australia. And that's why I think he deserves respect from everybody. He's over there. He's not fighting in Australia. He took the fight over. He could have easily fought on the Kambosos Lomachenko fight against probably a lesser opponent. Took the big fight over in Japan. And it hasn't come off for him so far. But, geez, how can you not have respect for someone that does that? I hope there's a rematch clause. Well, maybe. There's Glenn in the chat. How you going there, mate? Not sure if you're watching the fights, but what have you missed? You've missed Jason Moloney losing his belt, mate, unfortunately. Peter says, imagine if these Japanese champions fought each other. Well, that's hopefully the case, Peter. Nakatani versus Inoue, for me, that is the fight. Bring Takei to Australia. I don't think so, mate. I don't think there'll be enough money here to bring him to Australia, unfortunately. Too much money over there in Japan, I think. It's funny how people shit on Goodman's record. He's beaten TJ Doney and Rasis Alim, number one US with foot moving up. Wow. Yippee-ki-yay, Kyle. Jeez. Well, that's nowhere near Jason Moloney's record. So, no one's putting shit on Goodman's record. They're just saying it as it is. And the facts of the matter are, or recently, while he might have been ranked number one in whatever it was, he was ranked number one, he's never fought anyone half decent either. So rankings in this day and age doesn't mean as much as what we think. Now, that Alim was nowhere near, in my opinion, nowhere near top 10 standard of any organisation. And it was good for Goodman to beat him, and that's great. TJ Doney, former world champion, well past it. I know he had a win tonight, but he's been carefully matched from what I can see. So, it's not putting shit on Goodman's record. It's just calling it for what it is. He hasn't fought anyone remotely resembling a world-class fighter. It's as simple as that. Or one at his peak. That's just fact. And TJ Doney took that fight with Goodman on short notice. I'm informed by Mike Altamura. So, and nothing rubbishing on Goodman. Hey, full respect to him. If he gets a fight with Inoue, I'll be here barracking my ass off for him. But you can't judge people that just on what you think they offer. Records are records, and Jason has fought the best in the world at bantamweight and even some at super bantamweight. Goodman, like him or not, like it or not, has not fought anywhere near it, mate. So it's just not putting shit on him. It's just calling it as it is. The Inoue fight was savage, yes. Anthony, not his night. He's a nice fella. And why all the negativity to Goodman? Just get behind our local fighters. Yeah, same thing, mate. As I said, it's not negativity towards Goodman, but if you're comparing the two, I don't think it's a contest. And as I said, I'll be hoping Goodman wins the world title. But again, until look, I wouldn't mind seeing Sam maybe go over to the States like Tim did before he won his world title. Maloney's done it, of course. George has done it. Jai did it. I'm not sure, actually, did Jai do it? I'm not sure he did, actually. But, I wouldn't mind seeing him go over there and get a taste of it. Maybe he would have been good to be on an undercard in Japan as well. Because if he fights Inoue, it's going to be in Japan. So, what's that there, Jules? Condolences. You have a lot to do with getting both boys to this level, so it must sting. Results aside, being the co-main on a show like this and the dollars is still an achievement. Yeah, no, look, it does sting. I mean, like when any Australian fighter loses, Jules. But no, look, I'm big enough to, and been around long enough that when you get beaten by a better fighter, well, excuse the pun, but you take it on the chin, don't you? And full respect to any fighter, that's over there doing the thing. And as I said, mate, full respect to Takei. He did the job, got the win, and best of luck to him. He fought a great fight. So yeah, it's not really condolences, mate, but I appreciate it. Look, I'll touch base with Jason when he's back, but nothing to more than being proud of the boys, mate, and give credit where it's due. And that was full on Takei for a great fight. No good, nah. But as they say, mate, it is what it is, and he just wasn't good enough tonight. Peter, those stables of fighters, just such a great sort of production line of fighters in Japan, isn't it? I mean, we all talk about, obviously Mexicans and Americans, of course, but for me, Japanese, they're just, look, they've always had good fighters, Japan, but these days, seems like almost, as I said, it's like this production line of fighters coming out, and they all fight so well. As I said earlier in the telecast, lightning quick, razor sharp, good power, great footwork. Just they've all got the full kit of punches. They've all got hearts, big hearts, and very, very hard to beat. And even if you beat them, you've got to almost kill them because they've got that warrior mentality about them, haven't they? What's that, Jack? I'd fly you over to watch Inoue and Nakatani. I'll be there for sure, mate. No doubt about that. I'll be there, 100%. Peter, they talk about Goodman like he's a superstar. Inoue puts him away inside 4. I would say inside 3, to be honest, Peter. I'm not, again, having a go at Sam. I hope he gets the job done, but the only reason I say that, by the way, guys, I'm not saying it to be untoward against Sam, but the problem I have with Sam is he is good with lateral movement, but Inoue cuts the ring off better than anyone. He's got that power, and I'm sure they'll probably give him a small ring if they ever fight, if it's in Japan. But the problem, not a problem, but the main issue I have with Sam against Inoue is the fact that Sam is not a big puncher. He's not a strong guy, and he's not a hard puncher. He's just a really, really good fighter with good skills and okay power, but not good power. And I just don't think he's going to be able to keep Inoue off him. He might have some success for 2 or 3 rounds, but once Inoue kicks in the gear, I just worry that Sam just will not have the strength, power, or anything to keep Inoue off him. So hopefully we get an opportunity to see it, though, Peter. You never know until you get your opportunity, and George got his opportunity, and back in the day, Jeff Horn got his opportunity, and Jeff Harding got his opportunity, and they all made the most of it. So who knows? But I just worry about Sam, as I said, he hasn't got the strength or power to keep Inoue off him, and that's my only worry about it. Good, and career has been well. Goodman's career has been well managed, but Inoue murders him. Yeah, it'd be a tough night, mate, I think. No example. Good to be on the pod again, mate. Might go to events I can't watch. All good, mate. Hopefully I can, as I said, shed a bit of light. We've still got Naoya Inoue up next. What's the predictions on this one? So I can't believe that simp had the audacity to disrespect Maloney, mate. Ban him so he can go back to beating off Ebony's OnlyFans page. Leave boxing to the real fans. How many times did old mate have to hit Jason in the balls to win? Yeah, he did more than enough to win, mate. There's no dramas about that. But look, I don't know. I've probably said my bit. Wasn't trying to be sarcastic. There was a lot to be proud of tonight. No, all good, mate. Sorry, I didn't mean to imply you're being sarcastic, mate. I appreciate it. But yeah, it's not really, as I said, not really condolences. I'm just proud. I'm proud of Jason. I was proud of Andrew last year. It all just comes down to the performance you put up. He tried his heart out. Yeah, a lot of the stuff he tried didn't work. But as I said numerous times during the call, is that it's easy sitting here to say, get in close and hit him to the body and rip and hook. Takei had brilliant footwork, those fast hands. He obviously has good power as well. And Jason did the best he absolutely could. And just like Andrew last year, he went out on his shield. No, he didn't get knocked out, of course. But Andrew last year, the same thing. Fought his absolute heart out for 12 rounds and probably didn't need to go full on in the last round and got himself caught with, a minute to go. But I'm proud of the boys, mate, of both of them. So, and Jason tonight, 100% proud of him. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that, Peter. Kyle, holy shit, Sky Nicholson is our only world champion. We started the year off with 3. This is terrible for Australia. We'll be back. Got a few opportunities for it. I don't mind it, though, because at least we're having regular Aussies fighting for world titles. It's not easy to win world titles, but the fact we've got 11 fighters that either have or will fight for world titles so far this year is just amazing. So you're always going to win and lose some. But tonight, to go to Japan, fight on a massive card against a red-hot Takei over there, always up against it. Just like Paro will be up against it against Matthias, just like George will be up against it this week against Loma, but at least they're in the position to get there and fight for these titles. So, look, if we fight for 10 world titles and we only win 2 or 3, well, hey, 2 or 3 is a lot better than what we had in years gone by. We'd have sort of one champion every 10 years. Now, we seem like you said to yourself, we've had 3 world titles this year. Tim, tragic circumstances. In that case, we've had Jai lose his world title without even getting in the ring. Of course, we've had Jason tonight. So it is what it is, as I've said probably 10 times, but we move on. All right, Glenn, what's up there, mate? One of my amateurs who moved to Japan last year tells me the boxing culture is next level there. I'd love to go see the culture there, Glenn. I really would. Inoue had a great jab that Goodman style would make. Inoue has a great jab. Goodman style would make it an early night. Yeah, I mean, look, again, it's no disrespect to Sam. I really hope he gets the opportunity. But from what I've seen so far, I just can't see it. But as I said, I just love to see him get an opportunity, and he wants the opportunity even more so. So you got to take your hat off to Sam Goodman, saying, "Hey, I want," as they say in America, "I want the smoke." That's fantastic. All right, so Jimmy Lennon Jr. is introducing the main event. I forgot we've actually got another fight to watch here, to be honest. Hopefully it's not too late at night. We'll be out of here in about 45 minutes. What's that? 30 more seconds. Maybe Jason gets the W, yeah. He was a bit fatigued, though, but geez, he almost got there, didn't he? Takei had lightning hands and had Jason second-guessing. He did the whole night, Peter. He really did. And again, credit to Takei for keeping the range the whole night, keeping Jason wrong-footed, keeping him guessing with the punches he was throwing. Fought the perfect fight, except the last round. If I was his cornerman, I'd give him a clip and say, don't ever do that again. When you got the fight won, be cautious in the first round. Don't try for the knockout against a puncher. Almost come undone for him. But, yeah, again, full respect to both guys. Peter, Opatai is going to get all the bouts. I think so, mate. I think so. Can't wait to see him in a couple of weeks' time. It's on the Fury Usyk. I thought it might. No, I had in my head it was the June card, but it's obviously Fury and Usyk. Can't wait for that one. Japanese fighters are hard as nails. They're just a unique breed, Peter. They really are. I actually spoke a few years back. Jade Mitchell went over to Japan and fought. I can't remember who it was, but he fought for the no, it wouldn't have been the Commonwealth title, OPBF title, and he was saying the same thing over there in the gyms. Just a whole different way of life over there. A bit like probably in America as well. They just live in the gyms. It's their job, so they spend most of the day there. Here in Australia, it seems like you go to the gym for a couple of hours and you go home. Over there, been to the gyms in America, and they literally they're there for hours and hours and hours. They hang around. They're there for an hour or two before they start, and an hour or two after they finish, and they do long workouts. It's just I'd love to get over there to Japan too, Peter. Thoughts on Taylor and Catterall? Well, I'm hoping Taylor makes amends this time, mate. I'm not sure. Is it has been rescheduled, hasn't it? I haven't seen much said about it in the last few weeks, so I think Taylor gets the job done this time, mate. I know the first one was controversial, but if Taylor's a fighter we think he is, he should beat Catterall in the rematch. Jackie, George still holds the second most prestigious belt, being the IBO, doesn't he? Yeah, I forgot that he had the IBO belt. We need a boxing academy for our professionals with elite coaches in a perfect world, Peter. And in a very perfect world, mate. Unfortunately, it's just our way of life here, mate. It's just not our thing. I wish we did, but it's just not a big enough sport here, Peter. It's not. Unless we had someone with a lot of money that would open up an academy maybe and allow people to train there. Don't know. But then again, fighters get very attached to certain trainers. Oh, look, I don't know. I know they've tried it with the amateurs in Canberra as Lewis Neri enters the ring, by the way. I know they've tried to do it in Canberra with the amateurs, but it's a waste of time if you ask me, because the amateurs get to Canberra. They have the national coaches go over all these drills and what they should be doing and what they shouldn't be doing. And then they send them back to the home gyms, and the home trainers go, I'm not doing that shit here. We do it this way in this gym. So they're always going against the grain. Look, I've always said when it comes to the amateurs, the head coach, the national coach, should be going around, spend his time going around to the gyms of his fighters on the national team and talking with the trainers and explaining him what he wants the fighter to do and why, and working with the trainers so that they're doing it in the camp. But instead, they send them back to the home gyms and they get deprogrammed, and the next time they go to the AIS, they get programmed again, they get sent home and they get deprogrammed. So, I don't know, it's just a cycle. But as far as pros goes, I don't know. Geez, what have we got going on there? We've got someone playing the electric guitar as Naoya Inoue is about to make his ring entrance. Wow. What's that there? What are you saying, Carl? Tim got beat blind. Jai went for the cash. But Jason didn't say anything for him tonight. I'm sure he got paid well on the bright side. Yes, he did. I'm a big fan of the bright white rings they're using over there. Yeah, it is, Jules, isn't it? I'm thinking something looks different over there. What would you prefer, the white ring here, the black ring that we saw yesterday? I must admit, I'm a traditionalist there, Jules. I still love the sky blue ring, if you ask me. Yes, George is the IBO belt. The Japanese have the best race horses and now the best boxers. I didn't know that, Peter. Not really a horse man. Most prestigious belt being the WBF, obviously. You know, there's a WBU as well, Jack. Don't you remember in The Fighter, as Naoya Inoue starts to make his entrance there, and geez, looking at the expression on his face, you would not want to be on the other end of that. And what a crowd there. Massive crowd as he comes in. Fireworks, got all the belts, and he looks like he means business. What do you got there, Jules? The watch along for Fury Usyk is going to be hard work with all the casuals that will be dropping in looking for a free stream. Yeah. Wonder if we can beat the 15,000 we had a couple of weeks ago, Jules. That'd be interesting. Peter, maybe the Victorian government can sponsor an academy. Well, that's probably money I'd like them to spend there, Peter, but they'll waste it on something stupid, as they always do. Saying Goodman beats Jason is same as Wilson beating Kambosos. No disrespect, but not possible in my opinion. 100% agree there, Billy. Glenn, academy wouldn't work. Too many different and valid styles. Good call regarding what they asked in regards to the programming thing. Yeah, well, I've been there myself, mate. I've seen it. And they don't work in with the trainers, which means the trainers work against them. They don't want to be told what they should be doing with their fighters, and it just confuses them. I think our program's gotten better over the journey or over the years, but it's still got a long way to go. Yeah, Peter, he's scary, all right. You're obviously watching. He definitely means business, doesn't he? Usyk wins, by the way. Yep, well, I'm with you there, mate. I think he wins as well. All right, so Naoya Inoue coming into the ring as a guy on the stage plays his electric guitar. He's in black. Looks almost like zebra patterns on his arms there. But what a scary sight, Naoya Inoue getting into the ring. This guy, they don't call him the monster for nothing. All right, predictions there, guys. Kingsman says Inoue in under 6 rounds for me. Yep, I'm going to say 5. 5 rounds. Let us know who you think, guys. As Inoue stalks the ring. His entourage, I suppose you call him there, holding the belts up. He's probably got a few belts these days, hasn't he? What's he been? Has he been undisputed 3 times, I think? At least twice, anyway. But champion in what, 4 divisions? All right. What do you got there, Jules? We need an academy for flight attendants to train them not to accept baggage with wheels as carry-on. Not that hard, is it, Jules? You got your so-called rules and regulations that you keep ramming down our throats, and then you let someone get on there with a friggin' suitcase the size of a mattress. Anyway. All right, so the Mexican anthem is playing. Love the Mexican anthem. We hear it enough, don't we? They're always in the big fights. That's a pretty cool beard that Lewis Neri's got happening there, isn't he? Don't normally see Mexicans with beards. All right, Peter says Inoue's jab is insane. Inoue inside 3 rounds. Could happen, mate. All he's got to do is land that one punch, doesn't he? He's such a beast. And don't forget, the one loss on Neri's record was body shots. He got hurt to the body. Was it against Figueroa? I think it was. Brandon Figueroa. And was dropped with body shots. So if Figueroa can knock him out with body shots, I shudder to think what Inoue is going to do. But he is 35-1. So I'm just going to get the... We'll get the results. I just want to see the scores from the last fight. Were they all 116, 111? And the Japanese anthem, that's haunting as well, isn't it? Alright, so it hasn't actually got scores at this. Oh, there it is. 116, 111 times 2 and 117, 110 was the other scorecard. So that's it there. All right. Imagine Inoue versus Davis, different weight, but I'd go with Inoue. Yeah, it might be just a bridge too far, I reckon, Peter, for that one. I'd probably back Davis in that one at 135. It's a lot of weight for Inoue, and we just said before about Farlap. Weight can stop a train, as they say. Inoue in 3. Inoue in 4, I'm thinking there. Jules, what do you say there? Would you consider shaving your mustache and leaving the beard a la Neri if he gets up? No way in hell, mate. I would look quite the sight, wouldn't I? Inoue has destroyed many a good fighter's records. He's destroyed a lot of records, Peter. Absolute machine. I'm just looking at the charge on my computer there because I haven't had it plugged in, but we've got about just under half. I think I should be right. All right, so Jimmy Lennon Jr. introduces the fighters. What's that there? Someone else doing a live, is it? Oh, live ended. There. Oh, is just a message from D-Style. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much saying that Jason should have pressured a lot more, and Takei was definitely looking for the final bell, no doubt about that. And if you haven't seen D-Style's channel before, guys, make sure you follow it. D-Style Boxing, some unbelievable content on there. They have some great guests on there, me included, and they talk some good topics on there. And it does get a little bit heated sometimes, but it's great, especially the round table. And yeah, so check that out if you haven't. D-Style Boxing. All right, the judges: Adam Height from Australia. Great job, Adam. I just missed who the other ones were. All neutral judges, but that's great to see Adam Height get the gig over there. He's a great guy, Adam. So I did see Ben Kilty too yesterday at the Canelo and Munguia fight in the ring. So good on Ben over there as well. Another great guy as well. All right, Peter. Inoue has the power of a 147-pound fight. Yeah, not a bad point there, Peter. Oh, there's good old Sean Gibbons in the corner there. Always love seeing Sean. He's always got a quick look up the big screen to make sure he's on TV. Good guy, by the way. I have met him a few times overseas, but very much into the Filipino fighters. But looks like he's in Neri's corner there. But yeah, always has a sneaky glance to make sure he's on the big screen. Inoue looks like he's never been punched. Well, have you ever seen him? Well, actually, he has, hasn't he? I think it was Donaire in the first fight, wasn't it? Actually, did get to him a fair bit. There he is there, 26-0, 23 knockouts. What a fighter. I don't care who the fight is. If Inoue lands, he's going to hurt you. Yeah, good point. Was that 22nd world title appearance? That is crazy. Yep. Where is he on the pound for pound, guys? Is he 1 or 2 or even 3? I've still got him. I've still got him at number 1. Crawford number 2. Way more active than Crawford. I know Crawford's probably had arguably the better resume, but in a way he's just a beast. So I probably shouldn't give too much away because I'm going to be doing this on Wednesday night, but I'd have him at number 1. What's that? Inoue's dad has his boys primed. Yeah. So disciplined, aren't they, both boys? Yeah, he was rocked. Was that Donaire? I think it's probably the only time I've seen him rocked, Peter. And I think he was cut in that fight as well. I was going to say, I thought I missed Neri's introduction, but it must be the opposite way over there. The champion gets introduced first. So he's 29, 65 reach, 5'5", 35-1, 27 knockouts, 4-0, 3 KOs in his last 4 fights. Yep, that's what I thought, Peter. Yep, Donaire, I remember that one. Is that the only one? It's the only one I can think of. In a way, definitely pound for pound, number 1. Welcome to the telecast there, James. If you've just come on. We've got 45 watching at the moment, so that's all cool. Here's Lewis Neri. Looks pretty confident, though. Let's see what he's like when he gets hit for the first time. I must admit, I thought Steve Fulton would have given Inoue a lot better fight. I still picked Inoue, but I thought it'd be a real in-the-trenches, tough, hard fight, but he made absolute mincemeat of Fulton. Oh, okay, Peter. They do it first for respect to the challenger. Wow. Only in Japan. Geez, you just got to applaud that, don't you? It's all about respect over there. All right, here we go. Neri takes a couple on his own chin for starters. Yep, I agree. St Kilda, 1, 2, 3. Let's see. All right, about ready for round number 1. As the bell rings, Inoue orthodox, Neri southpaw. Grey trunks for Neri, black trunks for Inoue. And he snaps out the first jab of the fight. Oh, big right hand, just missed the mark there. I don't like the fact that Neri goes back in a straight line with that chin up in the air and the hands down. That's not, does catch a bit of just a half a jab coming in. Inoue throws another big right hand that misses. He looks intent to make this an early night though, by the looks of things. Let's just see what Neri's got. I mean, he's 35-1, former champion, so he can fight. Throws a big left hand himself there, does Neri, that just grazes the gloves of Inoue. Nice start to the fight. Both have thrown some big bombs so far. Misses another big left hand there. Whose punch is going to land first? I think I've got an idea who will, but we'll see. So there's a sort of a jab from Inoue. Pokes it out there. I'm not liking it. Neri, he's not really throwing any set-up punch. He's just, looks like he's just waiting to throw one big punch, but that's the worst thing you do against Inoue. So both guys very tentative at the moment, just looking for the... Well, there's another big left hand thrown by Neri. You've got to give him credit so far. He's let a couple go, but not landing anything of note just yet. There's a jab landed from Neri. Oh! Inoue hits the deck. Left uppercut from Neri puts Inoue down in the first round. We've got 1:10 to go in the first round. Beautiful punch from Neri. Can he finish the job? Inoue backs up into the corner and hangs on. Neri trying to free himself. I said who was going to land first? Well, it was Neri. And Neri throws another big left hand that misses. Misses another left hook. And Inoue on the defensive at the moment. And the Japanese crowd silent as he backs Inoue into the corner. And Inoue does land an uppercut, but Inoue has the better of the exchange. And definitely taking some punches from a very confident Neri. And he loads up that right hand that misses by a mile, does Inoue. All right, so 10 seconds to go. Great round from Neri. He really looks confident and had the better of the exchanges, and not just with the knockdown, but had the better of all the exchanges. So great round from Neri. That's a 10-8 round, clearly to Neri. And that would do his confidence the world of good. Going to be a short night. Well, it almost was there, Peter. James says, watch Inoue set up the liver shots early. Didn't see much of that. Too scared to make a coffee in case it's over. It was almost over there. Hanoi, yeah, dams the right. Yep, insane shot. And Inoue is undefeated, mate. 26-0 with 23 knockouts. So it was a counter left. I was going to say it was a left uppercut. It was actually a left hook. Didn't even see it come. He did it off the break and hit Inoue flush, and down he went. Peter says, Inoue shows his opponent zero respect and paid the price. 100% there, Peter. Very good analysis of it there, and that's exactly what was the case. Loaded up early, didn't give Neri his respect, and you're right, almost paid the price. All right, round number 2. I think you'll find Inoue might be just a little less cautious this round. Sorry, a little more cautious, I should say. And both guys probing with their lead hands. Both a little bit tentative of actually throwing a punch, although Inoue does land a jab there. And look, Inoue looks very keen on righting the wrongs of that first round. Couple of good jabs he's throwing there. I like this better. He's setting it up. Although, Neri almost landed another big left hook there. He definitely seems to have Inoue's range at the moment. Then some good counter shots, and obviously that big one landed, but a couple have just missed. Yeah, we are, mate. I like this a little bit better from Inoue this round. He's using his jab, a little bit of head movement. He's not throwing those wild punches that he got that put him in trouble in that first round. So a lot better strategy by Inoue in this round. Although Neri does look very confident. Hasn't thrown much so far, Neri, as we're at the halfway mark of the second round. But it is the Tokyo Dome where Douglas beat Tyson. Could we see another massive upset at the Tokyo Dome. We'll see. But Inoue definitely a lot more cautious this round. Hands nice and high, probing the jab, looking for the shot now rather than just throwing these haymakers. But Neri, to his credit, not being lulled in. Just got his lead hand out there, looking for his shots and having some success as well. Well, and Neri hits the deck. It was a knockdown. No, I thought it might have been a slip. No, it is a knockdown. So, Inoue repays the favour with a flush knockdown in round number 2. Neri not hurt though. He claps his hands or his gloves together and says, let's go. Interesting to see the replay there because to me it looked like he slipped. All right, 30 seconds to go, round number 2. Let's see if Inoue gets reckless here again. Good round, though, for Inoue. So we're going to have a 10-8 round each. All right, so 5 seconds ago, round number 2. And we are now back to where we started. Both fighters have had a 10-8 round. I just want to see the replay there because I must have just missed it. I thought it was a slip, but obviously it was a knockdown. Neri doesn't look too concerned though. Here's the replay now. So he misses a big left hand, and then it's a counter left hook from Inoue. More caught him off balance more than anything because he lunged in with a big hook and missed, and then Inoue countered with a hook that just caught him off balance. So a good punch it landed, but as I said, more of a off balance type of knockdown than a flush on the button punch. But that's all it takes. So a 10-8 round apiece here to start the fight. Was that James? Inoue caught Neri off balance coming in, but it was a knockdown. It was on the end of a punch. Yep, exactly right there, mate. Just off balance. You can see his footwork there as he comes in. He was off balance. He just lunged in with that big swinging hook. Inoue stepped back and just counted him with left hook and caught him. All right, round number 3. Again, both guys pouring with those lead hands. Just the balance and poise of Inoue. Although Neri so far has fought a good fight. But you just get the feeling that Inoue now has found his rhythm and his range. And we'll see if Neri can go with him. Punches in the last round. Inoue landed 21 of 37. Neri 4 of 20. Not enough punches, 20 punches around. You need to throw more than that. So Inoue makes Neri miss. Comes back and lands a good right hand off the gloves. So again, both guys just pouring out their lead hands. I don't want to see that from Neri though. He's just waving that lead right hand out, and Inoue trying to come over the top of it. So not as many fireworks in this round. Inoue boxing well this round. Good jabs, good timing jabs. Does throw a right hand left hook there. Didn't land though, but definitely got Neri's attention. You can see that Neri is weary of Inoue's power. Lead right hand to the body from Inoue lands. And yeah, not a lot happening. Good. Oh, big right hand almost lands from Inoue. Jeez, just deadly puncher. Oh, almost got caught there. He did throw a right sort of swinging right hand Inoue and almost got caught with a counter 1-2, but just missed. So 45 to go in round number 3. Close round, but Inoue just so far, I think. Good little sneaky lead right hand from Inoue. He does look susceptible to... Oh, nice 1-2. Snap the head back of Neri there from Inoue, but Neri comes back with his own jab. So you get the impression that Inoue is not going to try and bomb Neri out. Not yet anyway, because he has been tagged quite a number of times with counter punches. So 10 seconds to go in round number 3. And another good round. More tactical this time though, but still a really good round. I'm going to give that round to Inoue, but Neri did have his moments as well. Peter, what's that? The only problem with Inoue is he's trying to get them out of the ring with every shot. Yeah, and that's what happened in the first round, and that's why he got caught. He clipped him. Yep, that was the first knockdown. Sorry, the second round knockdown. Take that, Davis, coming back. All right, so there it is. Tokyo Dome to open in 1988. Capacity 55,000 people. It's had 8 Taylor Swift concerts, 13 NFL preseason games, 3 Michael Jackson concerts. There you go. All right, a little bit of the replay there. So Inoue did land a good jab and then a beautiful right hand right on the button. Snapped the head back of Neri. But credit to Neri. He took it well. How's that, Peter? Inoue is very reckless at times. Inoue is not exactly the smartest fighter. While he does leave himself open, Peter. Yeah, I'm with you there, James. He does use his footwork very well, doesn't he? All right, so round number 4. And a good fight so far. A really good fight. See, the head's getting pretty close as well. I wouldn't be surprised if they clash at some stage of the fight. Yeah, I'm with you there, Jules. Most Japanese have beautiful footwork, don't they? So Neri coming forward now. Inoue backs to the corner. Yeah, geez, he's sharp with those punches. A 1-2 and then a right uppercut from Inoue, and a right hand snaps Neri's head back again. He's got a really good jab Inoue when he uses it. But every punch he throws is just got dynamite written all over it. He doesn't try and score, he tries to hurt. He's got a good jab, does Inoue, but he does wave to his chin, does Inoue, and says, let's go. Neri says, okay. Yeah, the one I do have a little bit of concern with it, I always have with Inoue, is that he does back out with his chin up in the air. And he is susceptible to counter shots. But you've got to be a brave man to actually throw those shots. And I think Donaire sort of showed the blueprint, but just was probably a little bit shot worn at that stage of his career to really make amends. You remember him back in the day as well, Donaire, with that hook. The amount of guys that iced, it was crazy. So a minute to go in round number 4. Inoue he's spent most of the round sort of showboating, and he showed the chin to Neri, but has landed some good jabs. But yeah, I'm just not sure I'd be doing that after what happened in the first round. Yeah, another nice right hand. Not a really hard shot, but just a sneaky right hand from Inoue. 30 seconds to go in round number 4. Lands a right hand to the head, a left hook to the body. But Neri so far has taken the punches really, really well. And hasn't allowed himself to be muscled by Inoue. He's really stood his ground and he's boxed okay. I think Inoue's winning this round. So it's at 10 seconds to go, round number 4. But yeah, Neri so far hasn't been too bad. Just misses that lunging left hand there. Yeah, a couple of little body punches there to end the round for Inoue. So yeah, I think Inoue won that round. I've got 3 rounds to 1 in that at this stage of the fight. What's that? From what I've seen, David was asleep here. Yeah, well, at that weight, they would. When you have that power, you would think you would set him up with the jab and then stop him with body shots, insane power. Yeah, as I said, Peter, I just don't like the fact sometimes he's got beautiful footwork, great poise, great balance, great power, great technique. But what he does do sometimes, he punches and then backs out with his chin up in the air and the hands sort of here. And it does leave him open, and he has been caught a few times. But again, you've got to be good enough to land those shots, don't you? So Donaire was a great fighter with a massive heart. Yeah, he certainly was, Peter. He was a great fighter back in the day. All right, as we go into round number 5, I want to see Inoue throw a 2-3. I think it will land well. Yeah, I think you might see it as the fight goes on, James. But so far, when he's tried to throw a combination, Neri's actually been good at reading it and responding. So total body punches, 24 of 74 for Inoue, 10 of 34 for Neri. Inoue with a little dance back to the center of the ring after an exchange. And Inoue just starting to go to the body a little bit more too, which is probably what he needs to do. He's got a good jab, they're landing. And those heads are still getting really, really close. Whoa, good punches from Inoue. Excuse me. Starting to get his confidence up now. Inoue snapping that jab out there. No, he did wear 1-2 from Inoue. Nice punches. Neri though is coming forward. He's here to fight, so you've got to give him credit so far. He's tough. As Neri goes to the body. Is there two more, cultures that are more warrior-like than the Mexicans and the Japanese? Fair dinkum. Just tough as nails. Those heads, yeah, again there. There's a head clash. So that now Neri gets warned. I thought that might happen. He's lunging in a little bit with the head. All right, so the boys I'm going to say they don't touch gloves. Let's get straight back into it. And we have a minute to go in round number 5. And that's the other thing I thought to mention too, is that Neri had the ban and they lifted it to fight Inoue. It's crazy. And Inoue just sitting on the ropes now. Oh, left hook drops Neri off the ropes. He was sitting on the ropes and countered with a left hook in close, and down went Neri. We've got 25 seconds to survive here. Does Lewis Neri? Let's see if we can get him out of there. I think I did say round number 5, didn't I? And Inoue offloading now. Or unloading, I should say. But, there's another right hand from Inoue. I don't know why Neri is trying to punch with him. This is going to end only one way because only 5 seconds to go. So there goes my prediction. I did say 5. So he has survived round number 5, although he did get the knockdown. So 4 rounds to 1. Beautiful left hook off the ropes there. What's that, James? Neri crosses his feet often and gets square and too often in close. Well, that's what happened there, mate. He got square and just a beautiful counter left hook from Inoue. Just a really short hook it was too. Just hit him right on the temple. It didn't look overly powerful or anything. He just snuck it in there and had the desired effect. Yeah, geez, it was an innocuous punch. But hit him right on the temple. All right, so round number 5 down. Round number 6 coming up. And I would have, Inoue, 5 points in front. 5 rounds to 1 and the extra 10-8 round. So who said number 6? Was there anyone? I've just missed out on 5. Round number 6. Little more subdued start to the round. Nice couple of stiff jabs from Inoue. Just standing there at the moment, Inoue. He's just daring Neri to throw something. And Neri's like, I don't think so. And Neri does look like he's feeling the pace of the fight so far too. Looking a little bit marked up on the face now. Definitely slowed down as far as his actions goes. Let's a couple going there. None of those punches land though. And Inoue says, "Let's go." I have a feeling this. Oh, nice right hand. Another right hand from Inoue. This is where he does tend to get reckless though. So let's see if he keeps his head a little bit here. But Neri does look ready to go. And Inoue can sense it. Now it starts to back him into the ropes. Right uppercut, right hand. I think that is it. Beautiful right uppercut, right hand. And that is over. Naoya Inoue, beautiful right uppercut followed by a straight right hand, ends the fight in round number 6. Neri went down like he'd been shot. That's how hard this guy can fight. Wow, that is nuts. Just a great knockout. And I don't know why Neri, he caught a couple of punches and decided that he would actually punch it out with Inoue, and that's only ever going to end one way. And Inoue jumps on the rope, says, "How about that? What a fighter! What a champion this guy is! Unbelievable! Once in a generation fighter, if not a once in a lifetime fighter. This guy, amazing. Power, speed, just everything. As I said, the only thing I don't like is the chin up in the air sometimes, but it hasn't mattered so far, has it? This guy is just an unbelievable fighter." Yep, over. I think you meant to say there. Yep, 100%. What a monster! Just an amazing fighter. So good to watch. Yep, yep. And it's funny. I mean, you talk about when he fought Jason Moloney in Vegas. Was that 3 or 4 years ago? Whatever it was. Didn't really land anything on Jason for, was it 6 rounds? Jason boxed well, he looked okay, and then just one punch, bang, just over. This is the type of fighter this guy is. He can bomb you out early, or he can look so-so for a few rounds, but he always has the power to get you out of there. Neri, good sport there, goes and gives him a hug. I say, not really giving him much, to be honest. Maybe there's a little bit in the build-up of that, who knows, but... what's that there? That's why Inoue is the pound for pound king with power like that, and he started at light flyweight. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? Yeah, number 1 by a mile. What lesson should Inoue take out of the fight? Well, I think it's if you land a couple and you think you might have them hurt, Peter, don't just flail away. Not early in a fight. You can always get caught cold early in the fight because it's, you see a lot of fighters get iced cold in the first or second round. That's probably the only thing I think, Peter. Look, he's obviously got the power, but I would like to see him when he gets him hurt to be a little bit more methodical about. Here I am critiquing Naoya Inoue, by the way. Can you believe that? How can you fault the guy? But that's what I said. The only thing I could probably see is and it hasn't even been close so far in his career. But it's the only fault I can see in him is that when he thinks he has someone on the go, he does tend to forget all defense and just starts wailing away and forgets that the other guy might still be a little bit dangerous, and that's how he got caught tonight. But how can you possibly critique this guy? He's just the man. Peter, I agree with that, mate. Wow. I've touched on it before anyway, so yeah, good luck to those boys. What's that, Jules? Watching something very, very special. Glad to be watching with you boys. That's awesome, Jules. Great to have everyone along for the journey. All right, James says, Inoue to me is one of the fighters I want to tell my grandkids about. Such eloquent footwork and the way he sets punches up and has walked through the best fighters in 4 divisions and possibly more. Mate, couldn't have said it better, mate. Unbelievable fighter. This is almost, I suppose you want to compare it to me, someone... Maybe they're a little bit different, but to me, he reminds me a little bit of Manny Pacquiao, where he's just a buzzsaw, just goes after. I know he's a bigger puncher than Manny, but same thing. No matter, he just carries that power through the divisions, destroys fighters, doesn't just beat them, he destroys them, and that's what Manny used to be like before he went to sort of welterweight, from that one sort of 26 up to one sort of 40. Just a machine. And as I said, I know Manny was nowhere near the puncher that Inoue is, but that's what it sort of reminds me of. And have we just been blessed in our sort of lifetime to have Inoue, Mayweather, Pacquiao, Canelo, just some unbelievably great fighters of our time. And I know they sort of come around every sort of generation, but I'm with you there, mate. I think we're very, very privileged to see him the way he is. It's just an amazing, amazing fighter. What's that there, Damien? If you have Crawford over Inoue in the pound for pound, you aren't burdened by deep thoughts. You're spot on about Goodman. What's that? I'll go back up there because I think I missed that. Sorry. Oh, okay. Goodman versus Maloney, much safer. Inoue's a death sentence. Yeah, tend to agree there. 27-0, 24 knockouts. Some financial advice: don't gamble on rounds. Thanks. I'm not quite sure what to call you there, mate. B4, great stream. Thanks, mate. Great to have you along. Yeah, pound for pound, number one, without question, mate, if you ask me. I'm the same. Yes, Andy, smash the like button. Don't forget before you go. I think I've gone to the top there. Sorry about that. What do we got there? All right, Glenn says he's amazing. You could see the size difference and he doesn't care. Goodman in a way face off about to happen. Is Goodman there? Is he? I thought I saw him in the crowd. Is that right? In a way, please move up so we can crown a new champion. We don't have any blokes left. Maybe. Oh yeah, there's Peter Matreski Jr. in the background there. So maybe it is going to be Sam. I thought I saw him in the crowd. Oh my God, Goodman's in the ring. So that's coming. That will be their 12th fighter. 12th Aussie fighter this year to fight for a world title. Wow. How do you think Sam Goodman's feeling about this time? Is that Ben Damon at the back? If it is, he gets around. He's just been in Vegas, hasn't he? Oh, no, he's in Japan, of course. He was interviewing Jason the other day. So, yeah, there's Peter Matreski Jr. at the back there. Yes, Peter, you're on TV. Don't worry. Looking up on the screen there. Of course, he's the manager of Sam Goodman. So let's see what happens here. Okay, well, it looks like we're going to have Naoya Inoue, Sam Goodman. Wow, that's going to be next. As I said, I just wonder how Sam's feeling in there at the moment, thinking, holy shit, I've got to take this guy on. I'm not quite sure what he's saying there, but his record, 27-0, 24 KOs, the undisputed junior featherweight world champion. What a fighter. And the young ring girls at the back there. I wonder if he could have a pick of either one of those if he wanted to. Or three there, actually. Four of them all looking at him with fluttering looks. They need to take a different path with Goodman. This is not going to end well. Yeah, geez. Sam, it's not too late, mate. Get out of there. Thanks, Damien. We're a little bit off that at the moment, mate. I'm pretty happy we just got to about 1,200 subscribers, I think. But we'll see how we go. We'll keep moving up. We'll keep improving, hopefully. Wow, look at the crowd there. That is nuts. I want to see. We'll keep going until Sam gets interviewed there, guys. I want to see the face-off. What's that say? This is your ticket to go to Japan. Yen at all-time low. How do you like chicken cats? I'd love that. Well, if Sam Goodman fights Naoya Inoue in Japan, it's a great excuse to go, isn't it? It's not that expensive to get to Japan. It's only about $1,500, I think. And what's Peter? He's filming it. He's got the phone up there. I'm not sure if he's live streaming it. So we'll keep going until Sam gets his moment in the sun. How far is the flight to Japan? It's about 10 hours, I think it is. Just be well worth it, wouldn't it? Goodman is about to get sent to the land of wind and ghosts. Yeah, geez, he'd have to have a lump in his throat at the moment, wouldn't he? Because I think for me. Fighters like, well, tonight, Neri, Tapales, there's Sam Goodman. Let's see what he has to say. So they do shake hands. Wow. Can't understand what's being said, but both boys in the ring. Sammy looks pretty big in there, we'll say. All right, Glenn, we'll put together a travelling party, mate. Yeah, I tend to agree there, Pete. I'm look, just call it a. Oh, here we go. Oh no, Sam. Sam says either give up the belts or fight me. Anyway, goes okay, and they shake on it. It looks like we might have a fight, boys and girls. Jeez. I think he's trying his best to look confident in there, Sam, but how could you be confident after that? This guy is, as Mickey had saying, Rocky, this guy is a wrecking machine and he's hungry. Holy shit. He's like a bigger, badder, nastier version of the Pac-Man, if you ask me. Wow. I'll be cheering Sam on as I do all Aussie fighters, but Inoue is too big a stretch. I know it's a good payday, but come on. Yeah, I'm with you there, mate. Of course we're going to go for the Aussie, of course. But, wow, as I said, I just think Inoue's knocked out better fighters than Sam, more experienced fighters than Sam, and I just worry he just hasn't got that power or strength or really anything to keep Inoue off him. And that one flaw that Inoue does have, as I said before, like leaving himself open when he starts to wail away, Sam just hasn't got the power to make him pay. You might be able to keep him off him for 3, 4, 5 rounds, but like what happened then, at some stage, Sam's going to find himself on the ropes or in the corner, and it's like throwing firecrackers against a rocket launcher. It's just crazy. But I'm with you there, King Man, 100%, mate. Jules, 10 hours Japan, return flights to Osaka or Tokyo, $600. Well, there you go. Let's do it. $600 return. I'm in for that. Sam will never be the same after this fight. Wait, but hey, full credit to Sam for going all the way to Japan, getting in the ring and saying, hey, I want to fight Inoue. You've got to give him credit for that. I've got to wonder, there might be a few butterflies in the stomach, though, I would think. Definitely think about going to one of those amazing events in Japan. Well, I'm with you there, Damien. I'd love to go. It'll probably be later in the year. So let's hope it might be in September. Maybe I could go to Vegas and then do a detour to Japan and then come home. Not sure if my wife's watching this, but you never know. I could put it to her. For $600, I'll be gone in a week. We'll be right, won't we? I've never heard a man so determined to die. The money must be huge. Yeah, well. Look, the credit to him though. As I said, like he's gone over there. They would have paid for him to go, of course, but he's got in the ring, and I think he sort of, from what I saw, was like, "Yeah, I'll take the fight. Give the belts up or fight me." You know, it would have been hard. You know, there was definitely no, "Hey, let's go." It was like, well, you know, I think he might have been going, maybe move up, vacate the belts. But anyway, fight night in Japan. I'm there, Peter. Sam actually goes okay to the body when he decides to. Yeah. The problem is though, Glenn, when he has to get in close and to go to the body, and Inoue, just not a bad point there though. I will say, if you're going to beat Inoue, maybe that's the only way you can get to him, to the body. I do respect Sam, but I'm going to be right. I would go just to watch Inoue live. Yeah. Hey, look, but we've said this a lot in the past about certain fights, and we can be surprised. Who knows? Sam might go over there and just his skill might just carve Inoue up. I don't know. But my thing is that at some stage, as we saw tonight, Neri was really good in stages of this fight, and Inoue landed a couple and just put him to sleep in the 6th round. Just like that. Just boom, boom, out. So, yeah. How can a guy this size have so much power? It is ridiculous. Yes, Sammy definitely deserves credit for not shying away from fighting the absolute best. Yep. No, I like Sam in the bantamweight, so I consider him number one in my opinion, but this is Inoue. Yep. Great watch along. Thank you for all you do. No worries, mate. My pleasure. We love and adore you. Oh, you adore me. I appreciate that, James. That's great, mate. Definitely get a bunch of us Aussies and head over. They just said in September. Wow. Well, I'm going to already be on the road in September. Just makes sense. I can meet you over there. I'm heading to Vegas. I think I'm there the second week of September. I could either, I'm sure we could work. Anyway, we'll work it out. If Tara's watching, I'm just, hey, you know, I'm putting my leave pass in now. Yes, exactly, Peter. Sam was no more convincing Krusty Burger Kid from The Simpsons. I love it. The only chance to beat Inoue at this weight is a big one punch, I think. But Goodman is the opposite of that. Can't knock him wanting to fight the best. 100%, mate. I agree. And as I said, we'll always support the Aussies. Look, we did say that George Kambosos had no chance against Teofimo Lopez. We did say that Jeff Horn had no chance against Manny Pacquiao. A lot of people said Jai Patai had no chance against Breedis. You see where I'm going with this. So you just never know. So we'll see. All right, guys. I think that will do the job. What is it? 10:41 in the evening. Really appreciate everyone that's tuned in tonight for Talking Boxing and also the live watch along. I'm not sure when we're on again. There is a fight night on Wednesday night at the Premier Boxing Series, but we might just give that one a bit of a miss, recharge the batteries, because we've got, of course, next weekend. I won't be doing it, of course, but I'll be putting videos up over there. Might even do a live over there. We'll see how we go anyway. I'll have a think about it. And then, of course, the week after is Fury and Usyk. So plenty to come. And, yeah, hope you have a good rest of the week, guys. Not the usual way to spend a Monday night, is it? But great fights tonight. Yeah, congratulations to Naoya Inoue. He is the man, number one pound for me. And if you've got nothing to do on Wednesday, check me out live, 7 p.m. for the pound for pound rankings, Australia and the world. If not, then check it out on YouTube after it's recorded. So thanks again, guys. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time.